Dear students, today I am here with the next video of chapter The World of Living. In this chapter, we are going to study the characteristic of living things along with the classification of plants and animals. So, dear students, as you know, all living things, they have a certain common characters in them, and that's how they are differentiated from other non-living things. So here in this picture you can see various living organisms like your tree, grass, bird, a farmer, dog, etc. Although they look and behave differently, but they have one common character, and that is they all are alive. So let's try to study these characteristics in detail. So here is Mrs. Green. She will tell you about the different characteristics of living organisms. M for movement, R for respiration, S for sensitivity, G for growth, R for reproduction, E for excretion, and N for nutrition. So one by one we'll discuss all these characteristics in detail. Dear students, all living things, they are made up of cells. Means cell is the basic unit of life, and it is the structural and functional unit of all living things. You cannot see these cells with the help of your naked eye. You need some aid, that is microscope, to see all these things. There are certain organisms which are made up of a single cell, like your amoeba and bacteria. They are considered as unicellular organisms because they are made up of a single cell. An organism which consists of many cells, they are considered as multicellular organisms, like your human beings, horse, ant, plants, etc. They all are multicellular organisms. Next characteristic is living things grow. So you have seen small saplings growing into a plant, the growth of a baby to a child and then to an adult. It also shows the characteristic of growth in living organisms. Animals, they do not grow after a particular age. Plants, they continue growing throughout their life. Next characteristic is the living things need food and water. All living things, they need food and water for their growth. The mode of taking food varies from one group of organism to another. Green plants, they prepare their food by the process called photosynthesis, in which they use carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Animals, they all are dependent upon plants for food directly or indirectly. Plants eat other animals for their food. A few animals, they take food in liquid form, whereas majority of the animals, they take it in a solid form. Next is that living things, they respire. Dear students, it is an important characteristic of living things that they respire. All animals, including the human beings, the process of respiration takes place throughout their life. Plants, they also respire. They break down the food prepared during the photosynthesis with the help of this oxygen that they breathe in to release energy. Like animals, plants also give out carbon dioxide in this process. Next is that all living things, they move. Movement, it is another characteristic of living organism. You know, animals, they move from one place to another in search of food or to protect themselves and for the other needs. Movement can be seen clearly in these organisms. Plants, they are fixed at a certain place. However, they also show the response to light or gravity. This movement cannot be easily noticeable. Next is your that living things, they respond to stimuli. All living things, they respond to different stimuli such as touch or light or sound. As you can see in the pictures, the plant, they are responding to the light and they are bending towards the light. Animals, they also show some response to the stimulus. Here you can see earthworm move away from light and saline media. Plants, they also respond to different stimuli, as here is a touch me not plant. When you touch it, it closes its leaves. So these all are the responses to the stimulus. Next is living things reproduce. Reproduction is an important characteristic of all living things to maintain their species. The young ones grow into adult, which again reproduce. Thus, the existence of their species it continues. Some animals such as hen etc. they reproduce by laying eggs. A few animals such as cow and human beings they give birth to their young ones. Some plants they reproduce through seed and some they reproduce through their vegetative parts like your stem, leaves or roots. And you have studied all these things in your previous classes also. Next is all living things excrete. All living things they excrete. Urea is an excretory waste of animals and is removed as urine. Carbon dioxide is the waste and is removed during the breathing process. Plants they give out their waste in form of water and minerals through stomata. So the last characteristic of living thing is that the living things they have a definite lifespan. Different organisms they have different lifespan. It may varies from a few minutes to hours or to hundreds of years. Lifespan of bacteria is just a few hours, whereas the lifespan of a tortoise is nearly 120 years. So in this way, different animals they live for different time period, but ultimately they all die. Similarly, plants also die after some time. So dear students, these were all characteristics of living organisms. Tomorrow we're going to discuss the classification of these living things. Thank you and have a nice day.